You like playing golf?
Yes.
What do you like about this place in particular?
It's public. Everybody can come and play.
I wanted him to do whatever he wants to do in life and not be limited by his race.
Do you think golf offers him that?
It does, but the more private the course, the more challenges you're going to have when it comes to diversity.
So tell me about this place. You know, we're here visiting from California. Where am I? What is this place?
So this is Sharon PA, and I was born and raised here. And one of the things that growing up here is like we always came to the golf course. Golf for me is like, it's hard, it's tough, it's challenging. It doesn't, most of the time it doesn't go well, but hey, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna keep going, and it keeps you in a humble place.
Josiah, you like playing golf?
Yes.
And what do you like about this place in particular, this golf course?
Well, it's like the closest golf course that I can come to, and it's like everybody can come and play. It's kind of like public, everybody can come and have fun and play golf.
What do you want for him?
What I want for him? I wanted him to have an opportunity to do whatever he wants to do in life. Not be limited by anything that's happening in society, not be limited by his age or his race or his religion or anything in that regards. I want him to have a fair opportunity to do all the amazing things that he has a desire to do and grow up in a world and grow up in a place where we all get along together, doing the wonderful things that we can find in common to do.
Do you think golf offers him that?
It does, in a sense, but like he said, the more private the course, the more challenges you're going to have when it comes to diversity. And so I never want him being in a situation where he's singled out, but at the same time I want him to feel comfortable in whatever environment that he's in.
Have you ever had to talk with him?
Well, we're entering our way into talking to him now. And the biggest thing I do now is I ask him questions about what he knows, and especially with the way society is now and some of the things that are going on in this country. And so I ask him, I said, hey, what do you know about the protests that are going on? What do you know about how we're treated and different things in that regards? What do you know about are you treated any different at school, this, that, and the other? And right now it's pretty new, and I'm not one of the ones that's going to try to paint a picture for you, okay? But at the same time, we do have to make them aware in life that you can't do everything the same way as everybody else because it's not looked at the same. My dad gave me the talk when I was younger, and I didn't really understand it until I got a little older. I was probably about 12 years old when I really started the pieces started coming together and started really experiencing some different type of discrimination and different things in that regards. And it wasn't like name calling and things in that regards. It was more so I remember one lady came up to me. I was at a Little League baseball game. I didn't even know what she was talking about. She came up to me and she was like, hey, I don't believe in interracial dating. I didn't know what that was. You know what I mean? I'm 12 years old. I don't know anything about it. And she said, I think you're cool. I think you're nice, but you and my daughter will never be. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know who your daughter is. I'm so focused on sports and school right now. I don't have time for girls. I'm 12. I'm not thinking that. But it wasn't until later that I looked back. I was like, wow, there it was right there, and didn't even know it. But like I said, I just want him to be able to grow up in a place where, things might not ever be equal, but he's not treated any different for just being who he is. And if he is, he learns how to work through it and deal with those adversities and keep it rock and roll. But what my dad told me was this. He said, listen, whatever you do, you're going to have to be better at it than anybody else. He says, so if you don't develop the type of work ethic that you need, okay, you're either it's going to be your stage or it's going to be your demise, okay? And he said, I'd rather it be your stage, so you're going to be in situations, you're going to be in places where you're going to be the only one, okay? But what are you going to do about that, okay? And so one of the things that, he always used to tell me, he said, listen, in the event that you're ever stopped, you ever pulled over, you have to learn how to treat everybody with respect, because it's one of those things where it's if you lack diversity and you don't grow up around, you know, someone's black or someone of another culture, you don't know. And it's so easy, you know, as a white person to just blend in to society because it doesn't directly affect you. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. So I mean, so it's easy to turn a blind eye to something that doesn't directly affect you. Okay, so just to give you an idea, like my great grandfather was a guy by the name of Caesar Sheffield. Okay, grew up in the South, and he's actually he was actually lynched. Okay, so for quote unquote taking a piece of meat from a smokehouse to feed his family. Okay, whether or not he paid for it or not, I don't know. We don't know that side of the story because we didn't write the article. But in the article it says, you know, he was taken from jail out into a field and shot to death by a mob. Okay, that's my great grandfather. That's not too far back in history, you know. And so, you know, with that being said, it's like he's in the National Museum for the Black Holocaust Museum, and his name is on a literally an iron pillar, Caesar Sheffield. And so, you know, a lot of people can trace back their roots to their grandfather, their great grandfather, and have been given other opportunities or one up to get started. Where it's like, you know, I don't have too far to go back, and so you have to make whatever opportunity that you have. You got to make the best of it. And there's always going to be someone else always going to have one up on you. You know what I mean? So that means that you have to work harder. You got to work more intelligent. You have to be more strategic. You literally have to be better just for an opportunity that some people were just given. And when you know that your entire life, and you understand that, it just brings out a bigger, deeper drive on the inside. Now, some people fold and some people dig down deep and say, hey, you know what? In order to make this happen, I know I'm up against this. It's not impossible. I just gotta work harder. I gotta work longer, just to make it happen.
What do you like about golf?
Well, it's just like fun. There's always another time that you can get it in. If you don't get it the first time, you can always get it the next time that you do it.